Hey, welcome to Grow with SEO, where I am going to show you how to get clients without having to post daily, which obviously the key to that is SEO. I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I know these master classes are like hours long, and this one probably is going to be like an hour or so. So let's just jump right into it. So basically, in this master class, I'm going to show you how to go from hustling to get clients to using SEO to have your dream clients come directly to you, all without you having a large audience, without having to post every day, and for sure without cold DMing or emailing. I've never been about that. I don't think you should do it. Also, if you want to screenshot your favorite parts and share it on Instagram and tag me, this allows me to know what is resonating with you, and it'll, tell people how much you're learning about SEO. So I've got a lifetime of knowledge for you, if you understand that reference. But for real, there's going to be some stuff at the very end. So stick around, even though this is pre-recorded, so you can go and watch it whenever you want. But hang out with me at the end for a Q&A, your free How to Get Clients Like Yesterday ebook, a special discounted invitation to my program, SEO Your Success, and some other bonuses. Also, highly encourage you to take notes. I know I'm a note taker, but in case you don't, this entire masterclass and the slideshows will be down for you below. So, which one of these is you? Are you a curious cat, as in you've recently heard about SEO and you're curious about using it to market yourself? Or are you the constant learner? You know what SEO is, but you think it's kind of complicated and you want it simplified. Or you're just in a creative freeze. You're very familiar with SEO, but it doesn't seem to be working for you. So before we get into all of this, let's talk about what the SEO is. So basically, SEO is when you create content for any of these platforms: Google, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, and honestly, Etsy and Amazon could be thrown in there as well. You create content for these platforms and you purposefully add one main keyword to your copy. Remember that, just one main keyword, not a bunch. And you do that so that your content shows up anytime somebody types that word or phrase into a search bar, whether it's on Google, Instagram, or TikTok, whichever. You probably already realized this, but there's never been a better time to learn SEO. Not only because, as you've probably heard, Gen Z is using TikTok and Instagram more so than Google. It's like 41%, I believe, to search for things like best places to eat near me, which is probably also why the news came out that Google and TikTok were partnering up, which, if you've noticed, if you search for things in the TikTok search bar, Wikipedia searches will come up, and that's because Google and them were trying to team up together. And despite all of this, it still is a fact that Google is by far the number one search platform, followed by YouTube, Bing, and then TikTok. You're about to get so ahead of the curve if you're here to learn SEO. And honestly, SEO is just having its well-deserved moment in 2024. And if you don't believe me that SEO is having its moment, ask the dishes. I mean the data. Yep. Okay, so SEO drives 1,000% more traffic than organic social media, which, to be clear, it's organic SEO drives that much traffic. 91% of searches still begin on Google, so not TikTok, but 68% of online experiences in general begin with the search engine, which means that most people are opening up their phone to search for something more than they are going on there to scroll. There's also 3.5 billion Google searches happening every day. And there's the fact that SEO leads have the highest close rate at like 14.6%. And for reference, social media conversion rates are like 0.5% to 2%. And email conversion rates are like 3 to 8%, I think. You'll be able to, in your class notes down below, click on all this data and see where I got the information. So, who am I to be telling you all of this? Hey, I'm Tiffany. I am a writer, an SEOer, strategist, however you want to say it. I'm also a pop culture nerd, if you haven't realized. I didn't mean to do so many Disney references, it just came naturally. I'm also a pug mom, and I'm here to help your content last 2 years, not 2 days. I'm also all of these things, and I only know what like half of them mean. Like I manifestor, Gemini, Gryffindor. I know what all those are. The rest, if you know what they mean, now you know those things, but I don't understand. I know this part is the most boring part of a masterclass, but I feel like you kind of got to know where I'm coming from in order to understand how I have all this SEO information. Let's breeze through this. It all began when I got fired. No, but I was constantly riding behind this bar that I was working at, to the point where our seasonal bartenders were messaging me and asking, "Hey, are you still writing at bar we worked at?" Not that if I was still bartending at the bar, but if I was still writing behind the bar. In January 2019, which was about 3 years, 3 years after I graduated with my bachelor's in creative writing, I was like, okay, it's time to write full time. So I made the decision to quit my bartending job to full time write by June. I had given my month notice, but 3 days, and yes, a month notice. Why? Don't know. I'm a people pleaser. Anyway, 3 days before my last day, I was unexpectedly let go. So technically, I was already on the path to being a freelance writer, but it wasn't fun not getting those extra couple $100 the last few days, okay? So I really had to up my freelancing game that summer. I was writing about 20,000 to 30,000 words per week for this pop culture website that I was already writing for. They were paying me $15 to $25 per 1,000-word SEO article. And while it was really fun because I had the chance to interview celebrities like Leah Thompson here, who is the mom in Back to the Future, it also kind of sucked because I was writing 20 to 30,000 words per week just so I could make $100, or I'm sorry, $500 a week. Naturally, a couple months later, I lost my mind and got burnt out. While I was learning how these giant publications who get 2 billion yearly views, how they use SEO in order to get that, I was kind of over it. And I was basically getting $3 an hour. So yeah, I was tired. I was really freaking tired. So one day, while I was having an existential crisis, my boyfriend was like, "Why don't you just start your own business?" So I was like, "Why don't I just start my own business?" So instead of freelancing, in 2020, I officially started Your Creative Content LLC, and I took what I learned about SEO from writing for those giant publications and started offering SEO and social media services. Honestly, I got most of my clients through networking and referrals, but it was a lot of fun to start collaborating with local networking groups and doing a lot of online classes on SEO and being part of panels. So it was fun until about a year later when I started hating my business. So I was getting my clients insane results, but I was charging way too little. Like I was charging about $300 when I should have been charging $3,000. Eventually, I got my stuff together. I quit offering social media services because honestly, I hated it. And then I had what I call my heck yeah year. So I decided to go all in on just my SEO services, and then I became known for SEO, which made it so much easier to sell my services. I also got clients coming to me through my own website SEO, which allowed me to create this huge wait list for one of my services. So naturally, I raised my prices. And my small but awesome audience started asking me about my SEO results. So I started creating my What the F is SEO TikTok series, which did pretty well. And now today, I'm still getting clients through SEO content while being the go-to SEO writer for most people. And I've also had the chance, because of this, to collaborate with brands like Ubersuggest, which is an SEO tool. My clients are still getting 10,000 to 100,000 monthly website visits with no social media presence. I'm now charging $2,000 to $10,000 per package instead of, $25 an article, which allowed me to finally have free time to work on my passive income streams. You are here. You are a part of this now. This is a screenshot from my first few times selling my chat SEO course. It's a little mini course on how to use ChatGPT for SEO blogs. But it wasn't a lot, but it was so exciting. You're in the right place if you want to learn SEO to have a new skill in your back pocket, whether you want to DIY it and use SEO for your own business, or you want to use it so you can charge your clients a heck of a lot more money. Speaking of, you are in the right place if you want to get high paying clients with ease through SEO content. You want to become the go-to in your industry without having to post every day. And you want more free time to create passive income streams. By the way, this is my pug that I mentioned. So dog tax. Oh, and you will be able to download how to get your clients like yesterday ebook down below. So this is going to show you how to get clients now without waiting for SEO and social media. But let me just show you the long-term strategy, aka the roadmap to getting clients using SEO. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the camera here so that you can focus on the class. So here's the roadmap to getting clients using SEO. And by the way, all of these strategies aren't just for blog SEO. It's also for website SEO, Instagram SEO, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, and e-commerce SEO. The roadmap to getting clients using SEO is to simplify, have a strategy, then worry about sales and storytelling. So let's start with simplifying. Right now, you're probably thinking you just need more free time. But between regular work and trying to find clients, you don't have time for anything, let alone market yourself. Plus, you've been told that you need to post every day. And that just ain't happening. The good news is that posting every day isn't a strategy. In fact, I would argue that posting every day means you don't have a strategy. In fact, you should actually simplify your marketing system. So let's look at a funnel. This is a standard marketing funnel. You may be familiar with it. If you're not, we'll go over it. But basically, these are the ways you get people who don't know you to see your business and finally convert on your sales page. So don't be fooled. Everybody uses a funnel. And if they say they don't, I don't want to say they're a liar. So we're just saying they're a lion. Okay, that was stupid. So even if you know about marketing funnels, do you know the difference between active marketing versus passive marketing? I'll give you some examples. Some business owners, when they start marketing their business, they decide that they're just going to post on Instagram, which means you need to actively market on social media every day in order to get clients or sales. So you post on Instagram, let's say, pretty continuously, and every so often you push people towards your sale page to actively get sales. The problem with this strategy is you're actively marketing, aka hustling, to get clients and income. So this isn't really realistic for many done-for-you service providers because you just don't have the time to post that often. So this is when most people say it's not working and give up. So your second option is to, again, start with actively marketing by posting on social media to get warm leads. Post to Instagram, and every so often, you will promote a freebie that you've made, whether it's a masterclass, a template, or even a free consultation. From there, people who give you their email in order to get that freebie will be sent into your email workflow where you can passively market to your warm leads. Your email workflow only needs to be written once, and then it's automatically sent out over and over again. And from there, your emails will point people to your sales page and you can get passive sales. The problem with this strategy is that it still relies heavily on active marketing because there's no SEO power. So you're actively marketing on social media, you'll be passively marketing via your emails so that you can passively make sales through your sales page, but only if your sales page has good copy, because if it has bad copy, you're probably not going to convert. And we'll talk about that a little later. So your third option, which is an option a lot of my clients do, is to do passive marketing. Passive marketing would be to post one type of long form SEO content per week. So this would be a blog, a YouTube video, or a podcast. And while it's not 100% passive marketing because you do have to create one piece of content per week, it's a lot easier than posting on social media and trying to follow different trends every week, every day. So, as an example, this blog was published in 2021, so 3 years ago, for my client, and they're still on the front page of Google. People who are interested in a home inspection in Florida can still go to this home inspector's website and he gets passive leads this way. Same thing with this blog that was published February of 2022, so 2 years ago. It's actually a featured snippet on Google, so people wondering what a breath coach is can read about it and also look on the website of my client here who has one-on-one breath work programs and courses. So basically, your passive marketing by posting one type of long form content that can be found on Google 2 to 3 years later can passively market to your sales page to get you passive leads and sales for your service, product, or course. Again, that's if your sales page does well. So the problem with this type of funnel is that it takes a bit longer for your SEO to start ranking, but this is how you build your evergreen content library that lasts longer than the algorithm. My recommendation is to get the best of both worlds without getting overwhelmed. So this is what a lot of people do. They create a complicated marketing system. You might have 3 different offers that you're trying to promote and you're trying to be on every single social media platform. That means having to market, let's say you're a social media manager and you offer Instagram services, but you also offer YouTube editing services. So you're trying to promote each service on each different platform while offering multiple freebies, having multiple email workflows, and having multiple sales pages. I'm just exhausted explaining that. So this is what a simple marketing system looks like. It's where you're focused on selling one thing on one short form content platform, only creating one piece of long form content per week, offering one freebie, having one email workflow, and one sales page. Basically, the whole simplicity scales, complexity fails. Also, work smarter, not harder, and also screw social media hustle culture. As a recap, your steps to simplicity for marketing is to pick one active platform. So TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, or Facebook. I say Pinterest even though it is a SEO platform just because most Pinterest experts recommend pinning multiple times a day. So it's a little bit more active than long form content like a blog or YouTube channel. Then you're going to pick one passive long form SEO platform. So writing SEO blogs, doing a podcast, or starting a YouTube channel. And again, you only have to post once per week here. From there, you're going to offer one freebie for passive warm leads. So a template that you can make in Canva or a masterclass like this. Then you're going to write one passive email workflow with 4 to 8 emails. And then you're going to write one sales page with SEO to get passive and active sales. So the active sales will come from your social media platforms, and your passive sales will come if you get your sales page on the front page of Google. And I'll show you some examples of that later on. This is how you get your business on autopilot. And it's actually what I teach inside SEO Your Success, except for we reverse engineer it. So we start by writing your sales page with SEO, then we create your freebie and then have a freebie page with SEO so that you can get passive people downloading your freebies every month. Then we work on your long form SEO, and then we work on social media SEO. Here's your permission slip to post less and get your time back. All right, we've gone over simplifying your marketing funnel, but now let's talk about strategy. You probably want to be known in your industry, but you're having trouble attracting enough of the right people. So you think, let me give this SEO thing a try. But SEO might seem overly technical and so complicated. But I promise you it's easy. All you need is a keyword strategy. That's my second secret, is to have an SEO keyword strategy, because the right keywords can bring your your dream clients to you for years, like I showed you in those blog examples. But you have to make sure your keywords aren't too competitive. Okay, so right now there's endless bad SEO advice going around on social media. For example, there's people showing you that you need to put keywords in your caption. So this one says highlights Instagram profile, new followers, and profile. Those aren't keywords. They're just words. And I don't know why people think that these are keywords, but they're not. There's no strategy behind those words. In order to do and understand an SEO strategy, you have to know the 3 types of keywords. There are your money keywords, your seed keywords, and your growth keywords. Let's start with your money keywords. So these are the keywords you're going to want for your website and social media profiles. So keywords for your homepage, your portfolio page, your service pages, and your Instagram bio. I call them money keywords because these people are ready to buy. For example, my content repurposing service is on the front page of Google. This is the one where I got a bunch of passive leads. So basically, anybody Googling content repurposing service is ready to hire somebody for that, as opposed to searching for something like how to repurpose your content. I'm going to go through an example of choosing keywords, and this is taken directly inside one of the lessons in SEO Your Success. So let's say that you're writing a sales page and you're trying to pick a keyword. Let's say you're a copywriter. You could use the word copywriter because it gets 74,000 monthly searches. So lots of traction, a lot of eyes on your sales page, right? Sounds great. But that keyword obviously has a ranking difficulty of 69, which means it's super competitive and you're probably not going to end up on the front page of Google, at least anytime soon. So a second option would be to use the keyword copywriter for creatives, which only gets 90 monthly searches. However, the ranking difficulty is 37, which is a lot easier to rank for than copywriter. And if you wanted to niche down even further, you could use the keyword copywriter for female entrepreneurs, which gets 10 monthly searches and has a ranking difficulty score of 16, which means you'll probably end up on the front page of Google in a month or 2. So in terms of ROI, let's say you decided to write your sales page with the keyword copywriter for creatives, which gets 90 monthly searches. You're not going to get all 90 people to click on your website every month, but let's say you're in the top 3 positions on Google and you get 50 clicks a month. Over the course of 12 months, that means you're getting 600 people clicking on your website every year. Doesn't seem like a lot, but 600 clicks a year at a 2% conversion rate means you're going to get 12 leads or sales that year from that page, which we know based on the data we looked at earlier that SEO has a conversion rate of 14.6%, but for the sake of argument, let's just go with 2%. So 12 leads or sales for a $2,000 copywriting service means that you're going to make $24,000 a year just from hitting publish on that sales page and from choosing the right keyword. Now let's talk about your seed keywords. These are going to be keywords for your content pillars. For example, if you're a photographer, your content pillars might be editing, poses, and outfit ideas. Basically anything that you help your client with. So these keywords help you create your content library. And this is how you start creating your keyword list and your keyword strategy. So let's go through a little exercise. We want to figure out if this is a good keyword or a bad keyword. So the keyword is couple photo poses. It gets 6,600 monthly searches and has a ranking difficulty score of 63. So which one do you think it is? Is it a good keyword or a bad keyword to target? This is kind of like Dora the Explorer, where she's like, where's the map? Or whatever she says. I never watched it. Okay, so it's a bad keyword because while it has a great search volume, the ranking difficulty score is way too high. So the closer it is to 100, the harder it is. The closer it is to 0, the easier it is to rank for that keyword. So let's look at another topic we can cover, photo poses for siblings. Do you think it's a good keyword or a bad keyword? a good keyword. So it has a decent monthly search volume and is super easy to rank for. So you can start getting passive leads and sales from that piece of content pretty easily. Okay, and finally we have your growth keywords, aka your long tail keywords. And these are the keywords you're going to use primarily for your blogs or podcasts, your YouTube videos, and your TikTok and Instagram content. So I call them growth keywords because these are the keywords that are going to grow your audience and your authority. In order to pick good keywords for your growth keywords, you have to understand the difference between short tail keywords and long tail keywords. Time management would be a very common, very competitive short tail keyword. So while it gets 33,000 monthly searches, the ranking difficulty score is 73, as opposed to long tail keywords like time management 80/20 rule. It gets 320 monthly searches and the ranking difficulty score is 6. So it's so much easier to target this more specific long tail keyword than the short one. And the cool thing about it is that usually the long tail keyword embodies the short tail keyword with the higher monthly search volume. So time management, even though we're not targeting it, it's included in the long tail keyword version so that instead of getting potentially 320 monthly searches, your monthly searches are actually bumped up to 33,320. So this is called keyword clustering, and it is something I teach inside SEO Your Success in Module 4, which is called your Keyword Kickstart. Another example of a short tail keyword you wouldn't want to target if you are a life coach that has a huge monthly search volume of 50,000, but the ranking difficulty score is 60. So it's really hard to rank for that keyword. And so you would want to target a more specific keyword that says, how much does a life coach cost? Which still gets 1,000 monthly searches and has a ranking difficulty score of 44, which isn't so bad. And you can see the keyword life coach appears in the long tail keyword anyway. Not all long tail keywords are good. For example, where to get a life coach doesn't have a lot of monthly searches on Google. It's only 175 and the ranking difficulty score is 55. So you still want to target the keyword, how much does a life coach cost? A mistake a lot of people make, but all the SEO smarties like you know, is that keyword stuffing is for suckers and it can kill your platforms. So I have a whole free series on Instagram and TikTok about what the F are keywords that explains why keyword stuffing is so horrible, but just don't do it. So now that you know how to simplify your marketing systems and how to come up with a keyword strategy, now we're going to talk about sales. So right now you're struggling to get clients. You keep thinking that maybe you just don't know enough yet, or you don't have enough authority. So you think, maybe if I just post more? Instead, your website copy should be doing the selling for you. Having good copy is like having a 24/7, 365 employee. So there's going to be no need to build an agency with a ton of clients. When you have good copy, you can have a stable income with as few clients as possible. Which brings me to my SEO secret number 3, sales copy. So, which would you rather have? Bad copywriting and no traffic, great copywriting but no traffic, or great copywriting and passive traffic? You know the answer. So writing your sales page with SEO copy is how you get passive leads and sales, like this. So again, I published this SEO sales page in December 2022. I added keywords to show up on page 1 of Google within months. Then I used a freebie to collect emails instead of just putting in a free consultation. And that allowed me to get over 150 hot leads. It was actually 175. So here's what your customer journey would look like when you put SEO into your copy. Your ideal client specifically searches for your service on Google and your sales page pops up, thanks to SEO. So they click on it, they read your copy and fill out a form or to subscribe to your email list, which is thanks to your copy. And then you make passive leads and sales, as opposed to your ideal client suddenly stumbling on your social media content. through the Explore or the For You page. So then they might follow you and consume your content. And eventually, weeks, months, years later, they check out your sales page. They read your copy and fill out a form or subscribe to your email list, thanks to your copy. And then you can make passive leads and sales through your email work funnel. The too long didn't read is that SEO sales copy shortens your customer's journey, which means easier and faster sales for you. So there are 5 parts of SEO copywriting. You need to pick your keywords, which we went over. You need to format for readability. You need to incorporate sales psychology. You need to do market research. And then you can write copy that converts. So I can't obviously go over all of that right now, but I do teach all of this step by step in module 5 in SEO Your Success, and it's called SEO Your Sales. But for now, let's focus on formatting for readability. Here's the anatomy of an SEO page. First, you have your H1 heading. That's what it needs to be formatted as. It's also called your hero headline. Underneath that, you can have your subheading, and this is where you're going to include your keyword for the first time. Underneath that, you're going to address a problem or desire that your ideal client has, and that's going to be formatted as an H2 heading. Underneath that, you're going to start writing a body of copy with a deep understanding of what your audience wants or needs. And just to make it skimmable, you want to have the desires or the pain points mapped out in bullet points underneath the body copy. And it would be even better if you included pictures here. Underneath that, you're going to have your solution, which is going to be your service. And this is also going to be formatted as an H2 heading. And again, you're going to follow that up with a description that is formatted as a body paragraph. And this is where you're going to include your keyword for the second time. So this is really just half, not even half, like it's really like 1/4 of your sales page, but just to give you an overview. The best part about this is that it's one and done. You write one sales page, you create one freebie, you create one email workflow, and then all you have to do is create 1 to 3 pieces of content per week. So as an example of my client here who gets 115,000 monthly people to his website every month, let's look at his ROI. So it took about 2 years, maybe 2.5 years to get him to those 100,000 website visits. But in that time, he got 2,566 new signups to his email list, which resulted in a 12.8% conversion rate. Also, this is how much it would cost to run ads to get the same results that I got him organically with SEO content. He would have to spend $173,855 every year in order to get that traffic. And actually, that's from 2022, so it's probably way higher now. Okay, so we've talked about simplifying your marketing, having a keyword strategy, adding SEO to your sales. Now let's talk about storytelling content. So you might have severe analysis paralysis. You know what you want and who you're targeting, but you're struggling to stay consistent. So you think, if I post more, eventually I'll go viral. But you don't need a big audience to make money, and you don't need to post daily to get more followers. So SEO is how you build your evergreen content library, as in content that can continuously be found no matter how often you post. But storytelling is how you become someone's comfort podcaster, blogger, YouTuber, or just business owner in general. So my SEO secret number 4 is SEO storytelling. SEO storytelling content is content that lasts longer than the algorithm, so that you can create 1 to 3 pieces of SEO content per week for either your blog, podcast, YouTube, or TikTok. I would also say Instagram, but Instagram SEO is not as good as these yet, so totally up to you. A cohesive content library is how you create binge-worthy content, where you start noticing the path of someone binging your content before or after they follow you. So you can see here on TikTok, this one person liking my entire series, and then this person on Instagram started following me and then binging my content. And then this person binged my content and then started following me. And you'll know that your content is resonating once you start getting comments and emails like this. There's a lot here, but they honestly just make my day reading them. Okay, so when you can make one post flow seamlessly to another because you're touching on every pain point or desire in your ideal client's journey, that's when you start building your online legacy. So, knowing your ideal client's journey is how you incorporate storytelling into your SEO content. So, here's an easy 3-step storytelling formula. As you know, every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So, let's start with the beginning. This is going to be your ideal client's defining moment. When you're creating content with SEO in mind, you want to think of your ideal client's beginning. Usually, this means that something major happened, like maybe they just got let go from their job and they decide to go all in on their freelance writing business. So now they're searching for a solution to get their business off the ground. This is when you ask yourself, what are they Googling? This is why you have to know what your ideal client is searching for in order to inject your business and your solutions into their story. This is where your keyword research comes into play. Because you might have a great idea for a blog or a video, but if not many people have that problem or desire, it's probably not worth wasting time creating content around it. So, step one in your SEO storytelling is making sure that you have an SEO keyword that relates to the beginning of their story. Step two is the middle, which is the how, why, or what. So, this is the part in your content where you give them a quick win. So, you want to teach them what they need to know. For example, if they're searching what is SEO, your long form SEO content should go very deep. You're going to explain what SEO is, why it's important, all that stuff. But if you're creating short form SEO content on TikTok, for example, you should actually zoom in on one detail. Another example to give them a quick win is to teach them how to do one small step. This is where you inject your keywords so that your content can be found. For example, if they're Googling how to create reels, show them step by step how to create one type of reel. So the middle is part of their story that gets them over a struggle that they're having to give them a quick win, which is when they'll start binge reading your content. And finally, we have the end, which is the climax part of your content. So, what decision do they need to make once they consume your content? You want this person to take an action. So, are they going to engage with your content by saving it, following, or commenting? Are they going to download a freebie? Are they going to book a call? This is why each piece of content needs a goal. So, just to give you an example of how I've used SEO storytelling on TikTok and how it's turned into an evergreen piece of content, I posted the video on the left here, May of 2023. So, now over 7 months ago. It has 15,000 views at this point, and 36.6% of the traffic came from search. So, again, I knew the beginning of my ideal client story. They wanted to know how to write SEO blogs on Wix. I helped them out and gave them a quick win by teaching them how to write SEO blogs on Wix. And I ended with a call to action to download my free SEO blog writing template. Same thing with the TikTok over here, which I posted in July 2023. It has 15,000 views and 96.5% of that traffic came from search. So again, I started with knowing the beginning of my ideal client story where they wanted to know how to write SEO blogs on WordPress. I gave them a quick win by showing them how, got them over that hurdle, and then ended with a call to action, which was to, again, download my freebie, which is why now I'm constantly getting new email subscribers for my freebie because these pieces of content are showing up in search 24/7, 365 days a year. You really have to get to know your ideal client in order for SEO and storytelling to fully work, which is why I have a whole module on building your brand fandom. And then I show you how to SEO your social media. Okay, so how are you feeling about SEO now? Because here's the thing, SEO is easy, no matter how many times people try to overcomplicate it. It's so simple because basically, once you know which keywords to target, you can use SEO in everything. Remember when I said all of these strategies aren't just for blog SEO? Yeah. So you can also use it for product SEO, like how my client's breathing toy shows up on the front page of Google for breathing toy. You can also use it if you have an SEO shop. This is how I made $1,100 in revenue one month for an SEO shop that I made for fun. And you can also use SEO for your course, your membership, or your digital products, which is why my SEO copywriting template shows up on the front page of Google. Then, of course, there's social media SEO, where you take your keyword strategy, combine it with good copy and storytelling in order to turn your content evergreen, meaning that, for example, even though I posted all 3 of these videos in 2021, so 3 years ago, it's still bringing me traffic today in 2024. It's still bringing me views, followers, and I would say leads, but I actually didn't have a call to action for any of these videos like a silly goose, but it's still bringing me traction and I get notifications on these videos every single day. And I created them years ago. Basically, including all of this makes your content evergreen, it makes you an authority, and it makes your content just memorable. You can also use it for sales SEO, like a former client of mine. They found her service on Google. You can do a combination of having website SEO and blog SEO to get to 10,000 monthly visits on your website every month. You can also optimize all your old blogs that don't have SEO. This is what I did for one client who got 500 new organic visitors to their website in 1 week because I re-optimized 30 of his existing blogs. And then, of course, you can see immense traffic by incorporating blog SEO. If I wanted to get clients for a reliable $10,000 a month, here's what I would do. The first month, I would create a high ticket offer, so 2,000 plus. When you're charging $2,000, you only need 5 clients on retainer and you're making those 10,000 and you're going to have a lot less work. Then I would work on building my brand fandom, so figuring out how I can stand out, how I can become recognizable. Then I would dig into my keyword research and create my keyword list. Then I would write my SEO sales page for my high ticket offer. Month 2, I would create one high converting freebie and then make sure I write my evergreen email workflow to go with that. Then I would start creating long form SEO content to build my evergreen content library. And only then would I start testing out social media SEO because that's going to be more active marketing. And I want to make sure I have all my other automation systems in place. Month 3, I would work on repurposing my content. I would get consistent and I would get feedback and analyze my data to see what's working and what's not. By then, I should know what's working. I can start planning my content for the next quarter and I can work on scaling my business with passive income streams. Okay, so you've learned a lot about SEO. So you have 2 options. You can DIY it and take what you learned today and DIY your SEO the best you can, which, to be clear, you can 100% do this on your own. Like I said, it's easier than it seems. It's just a matter of how fast you want to meet your goals. Or you can do a done with you approach where you join my program, SEO Your Success, and learn everything I know about SEO in the next 90 days. So you can DIY it, or you can take on the challenge and learn SEO in the next 3 months and have somebody there right by your side, making sure that it's all flowing seamlessly so that you can get clients without posting every day. So now I'm going to introduce you to my program, SEO Your Success. So in this program, you'll be able to get more clients, charge more, grow on social media, learn SEO, and overall grow your business without ever cold DMing or emailing people. You won't even have to hop on a sales call if you don't want to. You definitely won't be posting daily. You won't feel overwhelmed, and you won't even have to outsource or hire a team unless you want to. So, if you're dreaming about having a reliable source of income by getting high paying clients with ease through your SEO content, if you want to create an online legacy with authority content, If you want to build a community and be someone's go-to without posting every damn day, and if you've been dreaming about having more free time to create passive income streams, this is 100% for you. Plus, you'll save thousands on social media managers and copywriters. You'll save hours from researching social media hacks, SEO tutorials, and sales strategies. You'll save your sanity from trying to DIY all your copy because you'll have hundreds of templates and swipe files. You'll also save money from your therapist because you won't be overworked, underpaid, and overwhelmed. So, my whole philosophy here is to write, rank, relax. I'm very big on playing more and working less, and you can do that by using SEO to get your dream clients to come to you. So if you're thinking, teach me, let me show you what's inside SEO Your Success. So there's 10 main modules, and I'll go over what's inside each one. So module 1, week 1, is your 6-figure success. This is where you're going to figure out where you are now and where you want to be. There's also some time management tricks, and we're going to math out your dream income and work week. The next week, we're going to work on creating your signature offer. We have to do some competition research. We have to figure out how you can become known for. Then we're going to create your offer, price it, and then we'll talk about building an offer suite. The week after that, we'll work on building your brand fandom. This starts with creating your, what I call your main character, which is your ideal client. Then we're going to work on developing brand identities, this is my favorite module out of the whole thing. It's so much fun. The brand identities is probably not what you think. It's a blast. Just think like Harry Potter and Taylor Swift, all that stuff. Then we're going to work on becoming recognizable, and then you're going to have a short storytelling 101 lesson in this module. Module 4 is the one I mentioned before, your keyword kickstart, where I'm going to go over the different keyword tools, the different types of keywords, going to go a little bit more in depth there and where you should use them. Then I'm going to give you my SEO strategies to grow faster. Then we're going to create your keyword list so that you always have a topic to pull from and you'll never ever run out of content ideas ever again. And then we're going to work on keyword mapping for your client's journey. Once all that is in your business back pocket, we're going to SEO your sales by writing that SEO sales page for your known for offer. So we're going to do competition research, market research. We're going to outline it. I'm going to go over some copy psychology. I'm going to finish telling you how to format it. And then finally, you'll have a step-by-step template on writing your copy with SEO, which is kind of Mad Lib style. From there, we're going to create your famous freebie. So this is going to be the freebie that people share with their friends, that they screenshot and they're like, this is so great. So I'm going to go over the different types of freebies and potentially why, if you already have one, it might not be doing anything for you. I'm going to show you the easiest email list building freebie. Then I'm going to go over your service freebies that you can offer to build your email list of people who want to hire you. I'm going to give you a template for your masterclass freebie if you are wanting to create a course. And then I'm going to show you how to add SEO to your landing page and opt-in pages for those. Once that's done, we're going to create your evergreen email workflow. I'm going to explain more in depth why you want your emails to be evergreen. I'm going to give you copy swipes for your welcome sequence. I'm going to help you write your sales sequence. I'm going to show you the 4 different types of email formats that you can choose from. And then I'm going to show you how to set it all up in Flowdesk. Your 8th week, if you're a blogger, is going to be so helpful. This is going over your complete blogging breakthrough. I'm going to go over why blogs are so beneficial. I'm going to show you which keywords to tackle first. I'm going to show you how to go and do fill in the blank SEO. So if you don't have plugins like Yoast, you'll be able to easily incorporate your keywords even without plugins. I'm going to show you how to outline for SEO, write with SEO, and do image SEO. After that, we're going to go over SEO on your social media. So there's separate tutorials for each platform. First, we're going to start with talking about what domain authority is and how it impacts your ranking on social media. Then there's a tutorial for TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and even podcast SEO, which I realize the last 3 aren't really social media, but I just felt like they fit all nice in a bow here. And finally, the last module is your consistency cure, where we're going to choose the platforms for you to post on. We're going to choose the types of content you're going to create. And then we're going to create your content split, which is kind of like your workout split, and just figuring out when you can create content and how often. So basically, this is 20 lessons in one. There's so many small lessons that I just decided to package every course I've ever thought of and put them in one giant program. And I just want to show you some wins that some former interns and clients of mine have had. So this is an intern I had back in 2020, and I just want to show you how cool this is. Okay. So she was applying for the NBC Page program in New York City, and she had been my intern, my SEO intern in 2020. And I think this was in 2021. She asked me for a reference, so I wrote her one. And then she got into the NBC Page program. So she moved to New York City. And here's what she sent me a few months later. So she said, I've started my position with the NBC Page program, and it's been a dream come true. My first assignment on the job is with the NBC News Audience Development Team. Suffice to say, my time as an intern and community manager with your creative content has been immensely useful. Your knowledge of SEO/growth, paired with those awesome tutorials you made, has been a lifesaver. Going into the assignment with a foundational understanding of SEO helped me exceed my supervisor's expectations on day one. So, in short, I'm writing to say thank you. I had to share how grateful I am to have had the opportunity to learn and work from you. Thinking back to when I started as your creative contents intern in 2020, I never imagined I'd be working on SEO/e-commerce initiatives for NBC News, MSNBC, and today. If you're ever in New York City, I'd love to grab a coffee and show you around 30 Rock. I haven't talked to her in a minute, but I'm pretty sure she also worked on SNL. Isn't that crazy? Here's another client I had who told me she 5 times her affiliate income when I gave her some SEO strategies and blog tips. So she started implementing my suggestions and quadrupled her views, and affiliate revenue went up 5 times. And this is a client who told me his phone was ringing off the hook after I had written him some blogs. Okay, so I also want to go over the bonuses that I have within this program. So the first bonus is Chat SEO, which I mentioned before. It's a mini course on how to write SEO blogs using ChatGPT, but doing it the right way. I normally sell this for $97, but you get it for free. There's also your storytelling guide, which is writing your main character story and your own so that you can use it in your content. Normally, I have this listed on my website for $197, but it's yours for free. Then I have your content repurposing workflow, which I show you how to easily expand your digital footprint using automation. It's a $297 course, but you get it for free. The fourth bonus is probably the one with the most value. It's SEO your site, which is where I show you step by step in a playbook in Mad Lib style how to write copy with SEO on every single page of your website. So your homepage, your portfolio page, your service pages, you'll get copy written for all of that. I normally sell this for $597, but it's yours for free. And the last bonus is the biggest one. It's your weekly review, which it's really bi-weekly, but you'll be able to get one-on-one feedback from me through Asana, monthly group calls, plus support and accountability through your new SEO Sisterhood, which is a Facebook group. Normally, if you were to work with me on a consulting basis one-on-one for these 3 months, it would be $6,000 total, but you get it for free. However, I want to make sure you know this is only for the first 12 people because I can't work with hundreds of people all at once one-on-one. So I'm doing the first 12 people for my founding members, which means you should probably, run to the checkout page. But just to reiterate what's inside, there are 12 video courses on creating your signature offer, SEO, copywriting, content strategy, story, and sales techniques. You get 6 chances to get one-on-one feedback for your offer, your emails, your freebie, your website copy, blog, social media content, etc. And then there are going to be 3 group coaching sessions to ask questions, and you'll also be able to collaborate with your fellow entrepreneurs. Plus, you get a lifetime of knowledge. Okay, so normally I hate this part of master classes where they're like, here's what it would normally cost, because they're like, it'll be $2 billion normally. I just want to show you how I figured this out for me. So, I showed you there are 10 core modules inside. I plan on selling these individually because they're each their own course. Again, this is 20 courses in one, and I would sell them each for $297. So, the first 10 modules are literally worth $2,970 if you were to buy them on their own. And again, like I said, the one-on-one training would normally cost you $6,000 or 3,000. No, math. 6,000 divided by 3. Why can't I figure that out? It's 2,000. Wow. Don't judge me. I'm a writer, not a mathematician. And then plus the other modules, the $597 SEO your site, the storytelling guide, all the extra templates are about $2,000. I actually did make up that number, but it's probably more than that. So that's a total of $10,970. Literally, I mapped it out so it wouldn't seem fake. So obviously, I'm not going to charge you that. So today, you can get inside SEO Your Success for a founding member price of $1,547. So that includes 12 modules, 20 plus mini courses in one. You get one-on-one feedback from me, plus you get lifetime access and knowledge. That's actually a 20% discount from what I was selling it. So it's only available for the next week, and then it will go back up to its normal price of $19.97. So here's how you can join the SEO Sisterhood, even if you're a boy. Sorry about that. So the first thing you're going to do is click the button down below to join. From there, you're going to be able to choose a payment method. Once your payment goes through, you're going to get this pop-up to add your email after the payment. So do not skip this part. This is so important. This is how you'll be able to log into everything. And then from there, you can get started on chapter 1, which is your six-figure success. So just to go over some potential reservations you have, if you're thinking, isn't SEO technical? The reality is there are two types of SEO. There's on-page SEO, which involves creating content and writing copy. And then there's the more tech SEO. So everything I've shown you today and everything, all the work I've done with SEO, I've only ever focused on on-page SEO. I've never done any coding, any tech SEO, and I've never hired anybody to do it, whether it was a technical SEO expert or a web designer. I've not invested in any of it. It's all on page. So if you're thinking, I know a lot of SEO stuff, or you don't know anything about SEO, if you already know SEO, there's a lot more than SEO in this program, including the accountability and one-on-one help. So if you're somebody in that creative freeze where SEO isn't really working for you, this is your chance to get direct feedback from somebody who's been doing SEO for a long freaking time. So if SEO is brand new to you, you'll get all your bases covered, and it's going to be super, super easy for you to understand. And I'm not just saying that, that is what people have told me. Now, if you're thinking, it's a little expensive, I totes my goats get it. It took me 3 years to invest in my first $2,000 course, which is why I'm showing you how to build your $2,000 program or service for your SEO ventures first, so you can make your money back with just one client. So basically, I'm going to show you how to create a $2,000 package so that you can sell it one time and you'll make your money back. So if you're thinking, I don't really have time for this, then you're correct because this is not a self-paced course, at least not yet, or you only get to access one module per week so that you can focus. And then you're going to get help directly from me if you need it. Remember, you can ask for my one-on-one feedback at least 6 times in this 12-week program. So if you're wondering how much time you need every week to work on the modules, so each lesson is under 15 minutes with 4 to 6 lessons per module. Remember, you only get one module per week. And I'm estimating you'll spend about 3 to 5 hours per week in this program. So please join us. It's going to be so much fun. You're going to get so ahead of the curve. You're going to be able to charge so much more by knowing SEO, or you're just going to get clients so much easier with SEO working for you in the background. So it is a 12-week mastermind, and it's going to help you learn SEO so you can get clients without posting daily. Okay, So we're going to end with some FAQs sent by you. So one of them is, will you teach how to analyze what's working and what's not? So yes, I'm going to show you how to do SEO audits and how to keep track of your ranking keywords using keyword tools. There's also a social media growth calculator so you can see how much you want to grow and how long it's going to take for you to reach your goals. So, for example, if you want 10,000 followers, we're going to reverse engineer it and figure out exactly what you need to do to get there. Somebody else asked, will you teach hashtags or are they no longer relevant? So, they are relevant. There are 3 types of hashtags to use, and I'm going to show you the mistakes a lot of people are making and the easiest way to use hashtags in your social media SEO strategies. So somebody asked how they can learn all of this and be consistent and not be overwhelmed. So, like I said, I'm going to show you how to set up your business to pretty much be automated with SEO and emails and good copy. And then from there, for your active marketing, I'll show you how to do research, write, when to post, and how. Somebody else asked, what SEO tools do I recommend? So everything I've shown you in here is by using Ubersuggest. I don't think that you need big programs like SEMrush or anything like that unless you're an SEO agency or writer. But Ubersuggest is my go-to, but I'll again walk you through which ones you can use and you can make that decision for yourself. So that's it for SEO Your Success and growing with SEO. Don't forget your freebies down below. I'm also going to walk you through the back end so you can get a sneak peek of what's inside. And I'll show you how I use Asana to give you 1 module per week. So remember, you can get SEO Your Success for the founding member price. It's only available for the next week. And also the first 12 people are the only ones who get one-on-one access and help from me personally. So thank you so much for being here, and please let me know what you got out of this class today and which part was your favorite. And thank you for being here. All right, here's your little behind the scenes sneak peek. So this is where you are now. This is where you watched the masterclass. So down below, you can see the exclusive link for 20% off SEO Your Success. You can download your class notes here, and then your free ebook is also here. So if you're joining SEO Your Success and you want to be one of those first 12 people, just click on here and I'll bring you to my sales page, and you can see everything we covered basically in the class all on one area, and you can get some more information if you need to. But if you're super sold, just click any of the buttons on this page and it's going to bring you to the checkout. So it tells you what happens next here, but basically contact information, billing, choose a payment option, and then complete order. You know you've bought stuff before. So immediately after you make a payment, it's going to send you here. Don't skip this part because this is how we stay in contact. So basically just put in your name and email and you'll get your welcome email. It'll look like this. It says you're in, welcome to SEO Your Success. And then down here are your next steps. You can join the Facebook group here. There it is. You can sign into your portal. And then within 24 hours of receiving this email, you're going to get a follow-up email with access to your personal Asana workspace. So like I said, you get 1 module per week to make this all a little less overwhelming and to make sure you stay focused on one task at a time. So this is what your Asana looks like. Basically reiterating how this works, your login info, like how to sign in to watch all the tutorials, any additional helpful content I find or create. And then you have this section here. This is going to be anything that you want to learn from each module, which is listed as chapters here. But if you go through the modules and there's anything else you want, just let me know and I'll work that in. So basically, this is where you'll see all of the lessons. You can see here you already have access to chapter 1. And then once you're done, make sure you mark it as complete up here. If you want feedback this week, I give you some instructions here on how to get feedback from me personally. I'll reply here, or you can shoot me an email. But this is where you're going to comment a link of a Google Doc, a Canva template, anything like that. And as you can see right now, if you try to go to chapter 2, there's no link yet because You're doing this one at a time, making this super simple for you. And just to give you a behind the scene of the course itself, basically when you sign into your first module, it's going to bring you here. There's a welcome video, and then you can see the courses down here. But you can click and watch them and it'll give you a progress report. So this is where you'll watch each lesson, and then underneath you'll have a little motivational quote and any additional resources that I come up with and any templates or workbooks that you need. That's it for the behind the scenes. I hope you're excited as I am, and I can't wait to see you inside.